Hello traders and welcome to another video review. Today is Tuesday, February 7th, 2023. Let's find out what is going on the Forex calendar today. What do we have here is RBA Interest Rate decision, Reserve Bank of Australia, and the market delivers exactly what was expected. The hike was from 3.10% to 3.35%, and that's the actual reading. Of course, the Reserve Bank of Australia's rate statement had been published as well, so we will definitely take a look at the technical picture of the Australian dollar. We got some data from the Brazilian Central Bank, and then we got the data from the US in form of the EIA Short-Term Energy Outlook, and there is a scheduled the Fed Chairperson Powell speech 20 to 7 p.m. and this might be kind of an interesting speech because just last week we got some data from the US in form of the interest rate decision, and of course the FOMC press conference, so Fed press conference. So that might be very interesting to see what has changed during this week and what other remarks Powell has to say. So the calendar today is not really busy with the very important data. Nevertheless, let's find out what's going on any particular market. We are going to start with the Australian dollar. For our chart of the Australian dollar with the candlestick pattern that I'm using here, this is the patterns feature in the web trader of the trading platform. So it's clearly that you can see that we got the Marubozu, for example, candle, a very nice identified engulfing pattern during this top around the level of 7,159. So let's find out what is going on here. We are going to zoom in, and as you can see, we can say pretty much surely that this is some sort of the impulsive movement to the downside. We can even see if there's five waves to the downside. That's fine. Nevertheless, right now we hit the horizontal line. We hit the level of 6,873. That's the level where the technical support is. As you can see, it's a kind of an important technical support. Let me just zoom out. There you go. Eventually the other level is around here, 6,861, and this is where the top was, bottom was for this movement, 6,857. So 4 pips miss. Since then we got some kind of a bounce because we were been trading in the extremely oversold market conditions, so we got some spike up in the momentum. We retraced the to the upside a little bit. We retraced the recent wave down. This is the intraday technical resistance, 6,949 pips, and there is one more technical resistance which can be seen here, and this is of course 6,985 pips. So as long as we trade below these two technical resistance levels, the outlook remains bearish with a potential breakout below 6,857. So that's the technical support. The next target is this low, and this low is located at 6,723 pips. The momentum remains negative, only 40 points on the momentum. The market the price remains below 150 periods moving average. So right now, after the interest rate decision of the Reserve Bank of Australia, the outlook still remains bearish on the lower time frame charts. That's the Australian dollar. Let's find out what's going on euro dollar. The euro dollar just made another low. There was a tweezer bottom here, the candlestick pattern, and it worked just for few hours, and this is 4-hour chart, so there is still a couple of hours for this candle to close. Nevertheless, we are still under the great influence of the supply. The bears are in charge of this market, and the recent low was made at 1.0697. So the tweezer bottom is now invalidated. We are still moving lower. We are still moving towards the technical support. This technical support, as you can see, is located around here, around the level of 1.0636. We broke below the 61%. We almost hit. We didn't broke, but you hit the 61% of the Fibonacci retracement. That black line, 1.0393. So there might be some sort of the bounce from this level, of course, because the market is currently extremely oversold. So we might bounce towards this technical resistance at 1.07 and 80. So please notice the fact that the current situation might reverse, and the market might test this level in order to make another wave to the downside. Please notice that only with a breakout above this technical resistance at 1.0780, the bulls might gain some control over the market. Otherwise, if there is no breakout, then of course we will penetrate the lower level. So this level here is now the most important technical resistance for the euro-dollar short-term outlook. Let's find out what's going on the other markets. US dollar to the Japanese yen. That situation is directly opposite to the euro dollar. We just retraced towards 128.06, and then we got a big spike above the 50 and 100 periods moving average. We made just a few hours ago another very nice local high at 132.87. We are now doing the pullback, and it looks like the market wants to move higher. In that situation, we got our technical resistance around this level here, sorry, technical support around the level of 131.18, and the next target for bulls is located at the level of 134.70. 7. A very nice engulfing pattern, well spotted for the pattern recognition device and the tweezer bottom. So for our chart, looks bullish, momentum is very strong. Right now we are doing some pullback because we hit the extremely overbought markets conditions. Nevertheless, it looks like a good, nice rally higher towards the upper levels on the US dollar to the Japanese yen. Let's find out what's going on Bitcoin. This is our last chart. Very nice engulfing pattern here, very nice engulfing pattern here. So well done for the pattern the algorithm to find it. This is the short-term trend line. Of course, the market is trending below this short-term trend line, and we are probing into this technical support located at 22,523. If we break below this support, there is a key short-term technical support located at 22,308, and only if this technical support is clearly violated, we can say that the market might be moving even lower. In that situation, of course, in the situation of a breakout, the next eventually lower level is of course at the level of 20,397. There's one more technical support at 1,636. Nevertheless, please keep an eye what the market will do here when we are done with the upside, because it looks like this trend line is too strong for bulls to break through, and it looks like there is a distribution pattern on the lower time frame. So we might see very soon some kind of a movement to the downside if this key technical support, which is again this level, is clearly violated. Please notice the fact that after this breakout above 21,658, this breakout wasn't actually tested. We got only this big breakout candle here. The same situation is with the few other levels during this very nice rally to the upside. So please keep an eye on the Bitcoin, keep an eye on the next movement of the Bitcoin. It looks like we are slowly trading to the downside. Nevertheless, there's something going on here because we spent too much time in this area between of course the low at 22,308 and the eventual marginal high at 24,258. We still have to go way higher in order to reverse the current negative sentiment to more positive, and of course they reverse the current corrective cycle to the downside to much more impulsive and much more positive development to the upside. Of course, I'm talking about the impulsive wave to the upside. So it looks right now quite good for the market participants to consider the very nice rally on the Bitcoin as an impulsive one, as a 5-wave impulsive structure, where this situation here might be considered as the top, the potential top, short-term top for the impulsive structure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, of course, that's the impulsive structure. Now we should be expecting corrective cycle to the downside and resume the impulsive structure to the upside should be expected soon. The resuming of this impulsive structure, the impulsive way to the upside, might be very interesting, because in that situation that might be wave 3 of the overall 5-wave pattern. So it's the strongest wave in the whole pattern, so it should result in way higher prices for the Bitcoin in the nearest future, if of course this impulsive structure here will definitely terminate, and if the corrective structure will take place, then we can label this as a wave 1, correction wave 2, and we are ready for the setup for the wave 3 to the upside. Nevertheless, let's wait what the market participants will do with the current situation. Thank you very much for watching this analysis, and I hope I see you guys next time. So take care and bye bye.